All right, welcome back in, everybody. Episode 23, the Jordan number. So we brought in the GOAT. Now, I'm prepared to argue, but I know 23 is kind of a big deal. This episode is entitled Captain America is Real. Y'all might have thought it was a myth. You think it's a movie. I'm talking to someone who will be known as the baddest captain in the Army. She's been promoted since that time, but your legacy is what it is. And we are talking with Rosie Velez. How are you this evening, Rosie?
I'm good. How are you?
Hey, I'm excited. I'm smiling. For those who won't be seeing this on YouTube, hopefully you can hear my smile. If you can't, I'm all grins. Rosie, this is a long time coming. There's some there's some there's some rumors that I need to find out about because I had heard that there were some things, which is how you got this reputation as being the baddest captain in the Army. So we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. So Rosie, let's start off. Let's start off right here. Where did the name Rosie come from? Is it the cheeks? Where are we? We're
No,
starting with that. Where is Rosie from?
actually, I asked my mom last year when I went home. I actually asked her about it again because I'm from India
Okay.
and my name is Rosie. My sister's name is Sophia. My older sister's name is Sonia. My brother's name is Victor. So I was like, how we Indian, but we all got Hispanic names?
Yeah, yeah.
And I,
I wasn't ready for that one.
so yeah, my mom, I guess we grew up in Germany, so I guess they just wanted us to kind of fit in, not
Yeah,
have the traditional Indian names.
yeah.
So they, I mean, Rosie is a name in India that's not too popular, but
Oh,
they do have it.
maybe your mama had a subscription to Univision.
That's what I was wondering. I'm like, where did that come from?
The telenovelas was real. Mama was like, I'm caught up. Long live Victor. They killed him off in the show, but he'll always live in my heart and in my son's first name. All
Right.
right. But hold on now. Hold on now. You said Indian, but you did say the first name, but that name Velez. Hold on. I don't know any Indians named Velez.
Okay, so the last name came from marriage. So
Okay. Okay.
yeah,
Hey, your mom could have been all in. She
no,
might have said, "We
no,
going all the way with it."
no.
At that time, I don't know what was popping off back when you was born in 1996, but maybe your mom thought that the Latino vote was going to be the way to
I don't know, maybe.
go. Nah, that's all right. So we're good on that. We're good on that. Hey, speaking of which, did you grow up speaking any other languages? You said Germany, and like
I speak, well, I learned Punjabi first, the Indian language,
yeah.
and then German and English. I learned some French here and there, a little bit of Dutch. So,
Whoa. Okay, I know this happens to you, girl, and you know what? We are what we are, and I gotta admit, this is who I am. Can you tell me how to say you are one cool person? How do I say that?
in German,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
du,
Why would I just leave that out there when you listed off a few languages? But yes, in German.
du bist eine tolle Person.
Yeah. Du bist eine
Tolle
tolle
Person.
Person.
Yeah,
Do I
du.
roll that R?
Yeah, you did good.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Send me to Deutschland. I'm ready. When's the next World Cup match? I'm
It's
ready. Speaking
2020
of which,
and it's in the States, so we're going to the game, to a
wait,
game.
it's in the States. The next, where's it going to be?
It's all over the country, also Mexico and Canada included.
Oh, so which one do you think you would go to? You want to go up to Canada? You want to do it in Mexico? Or you
So,
want to do
you know, I'm,
Estados Unidos?
they have they have a game at the Giant Stadium at MetLife.
Oh,
go there.
Legit. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's hot. Who do you follow?
The Giants. Oh, you talking about the soccer?
Yeah, yeah. You know what? I wish you wouldn't have brought up the Giants because I was gonna be respectful.
Okay,
I
okay,
was gonna be
let's
respectful.
act like we didn't talk about that because we don't like
Okay. I'll give you that one time. You make another mistake, I'm all over.
that. So no, of course I go for Germany. I grew up in Germany,
Yeah,
but I also support the US, especially if they qualify. I always hope they do good well,
yeah.
but
Wait,
they
wait a
haven't
minute.
gone far yet.
I gotta know here. What's that football game looking like for you? I mean, you grew up in Germany. I'm gonna say you must be kind of nice. In
Nice.
comparison to other Americans, in comparison to other Americans, how good, and let me help. She knew what I was talking about. For the rest of y'all, what's your soccer game like, girl?
Eh, I used to be better. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I played last season on a
Oh,
coach here. I am old. I'm definitely old.
hold on. I done played in some pickup intramural leagues. Nah, mama, I can tell you this. A, a lady from Germany who is in a career field that's all about fitness. Something tells me you're the ringer. You the one we want.
Not anymore. No.
You ain't playing
Yeah,
that short.
I'm
You ain't
scared of
playing you ain't playing me short on that. I know they was happy to have they first of all they asked you. It ain't like somebody's were their arms twisted, Captain America. Did you force people to be on that team?
no.
And they asked you, am I right?
Yeah, I was asked to
There
come.
it is. Boom. See that?
But
That's all
yeah,
right, y'all. This is
but
what we this is a hard hitting podcast. She didn't know that, but I thought it was all gonna be sunshine and rainbows. But we gonna let her be humble. We gonna keep it real on this podcast and real cocky. It's all right, girl. We Americans, Americanos. We are
yeah.
not good at soccer. We know that.
Oh,
So
yeah. I'm not
it's
gonna lie.
it's
I've been
okay
to
to be
a
a
couple of
little bit above average.
DC United games, and it was rough.
Oh.
It was
Wait,
rough.
why'd you why'd you go to that game?
Since I live here, I just decided to check out the games.
Oh,
It,
so that's where she is. She's at the nation's capital. That's where we keep the think tanks. Oh, wait a minute. Are you a spy? Aren't you like obligated to tell me? Because you're
no,
smart, you speak a lot of languages, you lived in another country. You like there's like fables about you and your service. You're a spy. Don't you have to take me like if a cop's on the cover, they gotta say it, right?
I don't think so. I think they
Oh,
can way out of it.
see, I watch too many movies.
Yeah, you do.
That's all right. It's a better world to live in. Don't judge me, Rosie.
I'm too lazy to be a spy. I'd be like,
It's good. All right. If at any point I start calling you Super Spy Valet, just bear with it. I promise I won't overdo it, but it just some stuff is starting to come together. Okay, you know what? Let me. Nah, I'm going back to the hard hitting. Do you have in your house a pet?
I do.
Is your pet a dog, a cat, a
A dog.
chameleon? What do you have?
I have two dogs.
Hmm. What's the name of your dog, Walker?
Dog Walker. Me.
Okay, there it is. I got her. I think I got her. See that? See that, listeners? I outsmarted a spy. See, if she would have quickly answered, that means she's always gone in another country using all these languages, but not. She said, "No, I'm out here getting my steps in."
Yep.
what what kind of dog? What do you got? What does a big bad secure lady like you have? Because I feel like that dog needs you to protect them.
Nah, I got a miniature schnauzer. He probably does actually. He's all scared. And then we just got a new dog. He's a doodle mix. I'm not sure yet what exactly, so I gotta figure that out.
Okay, I
But
see what you did there. You got a German dog, and then you hooked us up, and you got us an American designer dog.
yeah,
You got a
literally.
1 foot over here, 1 foot over there. I see what you're doing there. Those who don't know, the Schnauzer, they take their dogs very serious over there in Deutschland,
Yep.
and I'm telling you, I I love Schnauzers. I love them. Wait a minute, are you cutting that dog yourself, or are you taking them to PetSmart or something? What are you doing?
Actually, I have a friend. She does it for me.
Wait a minute. Now we're back to the dog sitter. See, she calls it a friend, and she keeps saying, "Friend, come over here and take care of." Yeah, now I'm back. Oh, she is a side. All right, that's okay. You know what? I'm blowing your cover anyway. There's probably red dots peering through my window right now. Did you hit the panic button?
You see, the FBI showing up my house. I'm gonna blame you.
I got drunk. Oh, they come and get you first, and then they take me out because I know
Eh,
too much.
I think they're only gonna take me out. You're just a innocent bystander.
Oh,
Who
I like you, Rosie, and I done contributed to your demise. Okay, Rosie, I know you got a go bag. Hop out the window now. Go, girl. Don't let them get you.
See, this is why I can't be a spy. I'm not leaving this
Oh,
spot.
wait a minute. It's 9 o'clock on a Sunday night. You done. You in the house.
Exactly. It is too cold outside.
Oh man, this is too much for me. I had an idea. I had no idea. But okay, Rosa, I can get back to some stuff. You distracted me. Let's stay on task here. Let's stay on task. All right. Growing up, speaking all those languages, how did you keep it? Especially as long as you've been in the United States. How are you keeping these languages up? How hard is that?
It is getting hard, especially the older you get.
Yeah.
So you start forgetting words. But I try
Oh,
to, we try to travel still, try to go see my family and then talk to my family, talk to friends in different countries so I can communicate still and keep it up.
so you have multiple uh Frona, is that friends in German?
Freunde.
Freunde. So
Yeah.
you have a lot of friends and family still over there.
Yeah. So I still I went to high school there, so I'm high
Oh
friends and yeah.
God. Hey, I heard that like we're like slow here in America and everybody's ahead of us. Help me out with that. Like in like third grade, did they start teaching y'all English over there? And then
They
in
did.
like high school, were you already doing some kind of super math that I
So
still ain't come to America?
I'm not gonna lie. So I did when I did my associates in the States,
Yeah.
it was so easy for me. I'm like, I learned that in high school. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, the
Oh,
system is different, but it is. I wouldn't say necessarily it's better. It's just different. You learn in different stages. And what I like about the high school in Germany, so they have it separated.
yeah.
So they're not like, oh, everybody has to go to college here, right?
Yeah.
They don't have that because you can do if you're like, okay, I know I'm not good in school, so for me, trade, trade school work better for me.
Yeah.
So only go to school till ninth grade, and then you can start doing trading school or whatever. Or
Oh,
if you already know, oh, I want to be a nurse, then you do 10 years of, and then start nursing school.
yeah.
And then if you are really smart and you love school, then you do 13 or 12 years, no, 13 years, and then you go to college. So it's not just one way, this is the way, this is how it's going to be. And if you don't make it, well, you failed.
Isn't it true that kindergarten started in Germany? Like that's the mecca. That is the start of it all.
I mean, that's a German word. So yeah. But the thing is, kindergarten in Germany is more like daycare here.
Oh,
But they started when you're 3, and it goes for 3 years till you start first grade. And you learn already. You learn social skills. Little stuff here and there. So
wait a minute. They starting at 3, and then you said there's like 13 years of school where we only got 12 here. So let me do that math. Let me do that American math. Don't help me. Let me see, carry that one. So that so yeah. So like 16, you could almost be done with 16 or 17, you're graduated and done.
yeah,
Yo.
yeah.
Okay, let me help out some of the other listeners, and they're not going to believe this one. Is it true that there are beer vending machines over in Germany?
I don't think they have that anymore. They have,
Oh, now they clean up their act.
they have cigarette automat the cigarette machine still.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. Ain't nothing more European than eating a croissant and a stogie.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so my first car was a 73 Cadillac. I lived down in Virginia Beach. I'm a beach boy. I used to be a skateboarder, did a little bodyboarding, boogie board, whatever. I don't even know what it would be called in Germany. And maybe body surfing is what it's called in Germany. I'm not even sure. Um, Let me say, your first car living in Germany, it was a Beamer, wasn't it?
Nah, I wish. No. It
What
was,
what was your first car over there?
I don't know what year it was, but it was a Ford Fiesta.
Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. I heard y'all got your own Fords, but like they ain't what we got over here.
Yeah,
Like
they
a
have
Ford Mondo, or y'all
now.
got a whole different type of Ford.
Yeah, it was a Ford Fiesta. They don't have that model here. It's a
What?
small car. It's like the equivalent of like a Fiat 500. It's
Yeah.
yeah, it's like that.
Wait a minute. So not only are y'all looking down on us on engineering and efficiency, because Germans are known for that,
Yeah.
our Fords ain't even good enough for you. What? So
No.
you got to build your own.
Yeah. And they had to get them in stick shift, so you
Oh,
actually learn to drive over there. So
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. So let me see. You had a Ford Fiesta. It was manual, maybe
oh
a 5 speed. That thing on 6 speed, was it?
no, it was a 5 speed.
Okay, 5 speed, and you're on the Autobahn. What you get? How many kilometers you get up to? You remember what that little thing can do?
I don't even know. 100 kilometers for sure. Probably a little bit more. Maybe
All
one.
right. So
Yeah.
you was getting blown over by big body Benzes and
Oh,
whatnot
for sure.
when they went flying past.
Yep. And then they start flashing their lights. Get out the
Yeah.
way.
So when you are rocking the Ford Fiesta, are you good with it? You know that you ain't big money. I mean, unless your parents, they was trying to prove a point to you to starting you off with the Fiesta, but like, you're okay with it. You know you're on the Autobahn, but you ain't supposed to be over in the left-hand lane where the big boys at, right?
Now.
It's understood. It's understood.
That's automatic. Not like here where they just go in the left lane for no reason, going 10 below the speed limit. And I just look at them like, are you serious right now?
Insert ludicrous song. Move. Get out the way. What they
Exactly.
doing over there? All right, Rosie, you seem like a woman of large patience because you've been obliging me to ask you these questions, but I'm not done. I mean, you lived a lifetime over there, so I got more. And a lot of us Americans, one, we don't use our vacation, and two, we don't travel. We say, "Oh, I'm going to the Caribbean," but how many Americans be like, "Yo, I'm going to Germany, maybe Europe, but not like Germany."
Yeah.
So I got to get these out the way. Y'all got McDonald's over there, but y'all ain't doing McDonald things. Like y'all got Fords, but it ain't doing American Ford things.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the
No,
McDonald's is even different.
it's much healthier than it is
Oh,
here. But the guidelines in Europe are way stricter than they are in the US.
what do you mean?
So the food is just healthier. I mean, it's not healthy, but it's still
Yeah.
better than the US.
Oh,
Half the ingredients are illegal in Germany, so you can't put it in there.
wait a minute. Wait a minute. Now, Rosie, be careful here. I know we all know we the fattest country in the world. It sounds like you got the fat shade. You was looking down your nose. I felt like you was coming off as like super German lady for a second there. Hold on, girl. Look, we need these preservatives. We need these fillers. This is what we do. But did you just tell me that there are things that we are putting in our bodies over here that are illegal back in Germany and parts of Europe?
Yes,
Oh,
for
that don't
sure.
make me feel good about myself.
Oh my god, you did so. I think so. The last time I checked, Europe has about 1,200 food restrictions,
What?
and I think the US has 11,
Oh
15.
my God. Oh my. Oh, wait. Now, you just became the representative of, and they ain't paying you no money. But look, I got to get my sweet and sour sauce. I got to get my Big Mac and the Big Mac sauce. Are those two things that you had? Oh, you already shaking the head.
Nah, those are not. Those are artificial flavors.
Oh
The
my
meat
God.
is not. The meat is not even real meat.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you know what? No, 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 nope, nope. I'm not gonna let you ruin this for the listeners. We changing the subject. We changing this. I'm sorry, listeners. I'm sorry. We had to go that far down the street before your boy. Look, I'm not smart. I'm sorry for that. I went way too far down that road, but I done went over to the fifth gear through my little Fiesta in reverse, and we getting out of here. We
Just
getting up to
contact me
100
personally.
kilometers to get out of here. I cut off a Benz to get off that road. Forget it. Forget it. Forget that line of question. Strike that from the record, Your Honor. All right, Rosie. Now that you're in America and you are an American, you said you go back and you visit your peeps.
Yes.
What is something they make fun of you about because you all American now? I know they
Oh, a
probably
lot.
pick on you and be like, "Yo, you done changed, girl."
Yeah, for sure. My sister, especially, she's like, Americans are always late for everything.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did she? You know what? Don't give me her contact info. Did she just say you're on APT?
Yeah.
American People Time.
Yep.
Yo, yo, that's amazing. Oh, I'm sorry, Germans, all efficient and punctual.
Super
Yo, it's America.
punctual.
We
We
do
are there
things.
10 minutes prior.
No, man, we do it big. It's America. Go big or go home and make an entrance.
I know.
Fashionably late. Y'all
Right.
better be glad we started this podcast. No, we didn't even start the podcast on time. Dang, I'm just living up to it. All right. Well, look, hold on, hold on. All right. So, what would be like one other thing? Like, okay, your style of dress. I'm sure
Oh,
you
yeah.
started dressing like we do here in America, and they clearly do things different.
Yeah.
What about that? She or anybody else get on you?
Yeah. I wear too many leggings. One of my friends always wears dressy pants, always dressy clothes. And she looks at me and I'm like, I'm comfortable. I'm happy. Don't judge me.
Oh, they can't come for the leggings, Rosie. They can't come for the leg.
Oh, they
This
came
is
for the leggings.
oh my gosh. Hold me back, Rosie. Hold me back.
Yeah.
I
So.
okay. All right. I see what they're doing over there. I see what they're doing. This is how we live. That's why they ain't got no pumpkin spice in their life. You know what I mean? They'd be a little more chill if they had some of the things we got.
Yeah.
Shoot, we coming off as basic, and they probably still wearing fanny packs over there. Anyway,
I think they came back in the States though too.
oh, your boy ain't let him. I ain't let him go. I call it a combat utility. Out. And so because I wear a lot of basketball shorts, but they ain't got pockets.
Oh yeah.
And I got to keep my things with me. I need the wallet. I need the cell phone. They be hitting me on the hip, Rosie. This thing be blowing up, be blowing up, be blowing up. But because of that, I need that combat action pouch. I done forgot how I
So,
call it, but
so we don't even call it a fanny pack, to avoid that.
yeah. I bet over there it's called Dined Fur Poucher.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
okay. Whoa. Jack, I'm international. I made up something and it just she allowed it. She felt bad for me. She's like, dang, American dude, like that's all you got? Ein, zwei, drei,
Oh wow, you ready? You really ready
fünf,
to go back? You over there?
sechs, sieben, acht, neun. Um,
Scene,
what was that? What's 10?
scene.
Okay, all right. I thought I could get there. I clearly wasn't, but I appreciate the leg up. Did that impress you though?
Yes, that's good. Especially you haven't been there in a while, right?
No, it's been a minute. It's been a
Yeah,
minute. Hey, y'all be glad your boy would still be in Germany. And I loved Germany. I loved it. I'd
yeah.
be there.
Where
Uh,
are you?
I was in Mannheim.
Okay,
I had a house over in Schwetzingen
nice.
next to Heidelberg. I played semi-pro American football while I was over there. I was some of the German. I still got it. Oh, you could actually read it. I got some German newspapers where I'm told they were talking about me. They called me Sonic the Hedgehog because I was fast. I don't run over people, but I give you a little bit of that, and I'm gone. Um, so yeah, yo, Rosie, for the listeners, why of all the places I used to play, that German grass was so beautiful and lush and green. It made you want to eat it. And I know all these little towns we went to play American football, it's because they had a soccer team. And why has that grass got to be so pretty, girl? What?
I mean, they like it nice and clean over there. I mean, when you land in Germany and you breathe in, you're like, so
Yeah.
clean.
Well let me help the listeners out. When y'all notice, when y'all looking at soccer, sorry, Rosie, but when y'all are looking at soccer and y'all see somebody score a goal, you see they'll celebrate. They go slide on their chest. They go slide on their knees. Now you go out to your local pitch. See, I did that for you, Rosie.
Hmm.
Y'all go to y'all's local pitch and just tell me without knee pads that you want to go and slide on some stuff. I'll wait. I'll wait.
Nope.
Let's put it in the comments. So it's different. It's different over there. Um, I loved it, and the stadiums were packed. Like they love American football. Um, so when they found out, like if we went to a town to play, if the locals found out that there was an American football team gonna come there after the game to eat, they packed the house. They show up. They want to meet Americans, especially some of these are small towns where,
Yeah.
like, especially Rosie. If you hadn't noticed, Rosie, I got a brown tint to my skin.
What? You
Um, yeah. I know the lighting's messing with you, but because of that, um, and these are off the beaten path. I just said to our listeners, ain't nobody trying to go to Germany when they could be going to the Caribbean. Now, how many brothers you know, Rosie, says, yo, I'm going to Germany. So that means the Germans don't really get to see a lot of me. They get some Africans, I heard, but they
hmm
don't get a lot of American brothers. So they, we different. We got little
Oh,
American swag. This
they
is different.
love, especially the women. They
Oh,
love some African American men over there.
ooh, yeah.
They, you don't know, they're all over them.
So for the listeners who don't know, we're called, is it chocolate?
Chocolate.
Chocolata. That's what they call us. That's what they call us. We're exotic. Hey, we different. It's that swag. You wear that hat to the back. You got a little bit of sag. You just different, man. You just different. Hey, this is where I lose Rosie because I'm picking on. I could just insert her high school prom picture here, but I guarantee her prom date showed up in some capris. The European dudes, they do it a little different than that American swag. So you know.
They don't do prom, so thankfully we don't have prom pictures.
Wait a minute. They don't do that? Okay. Do you do school dances over there?
No.
What? Yo, I got it. Y'all are efficient. So we're okay. Okay, so the high school soccer football games are like a big thing, right? It's like Friday Night Lights equivalent.
So there is no, they don't do that. They don't have teams in schools. The
What?
teams are private clubs.
Oh
So you
my
don't,
gosh.
yeah. So
So
yeah,
how
you
do you come
have,
together?
say what?
How do you come together? Like, there's got to be a unifying event while you're in high school. Come on, we ain't just all about the books, Rosie.
We're just all about the
Yo,
books.
yo. Okay, well,
I mean, you have theater, you have choir, you have those events.
no, Rosie.
You do have
No, Rosie.
PE in school, but you
No,
don't have sporting, like,
none of that, Rosie. I done broke
none
eye
of that.
contact. You see, I'm looking down. I'm listening to you, but I don't even want to look at you, Rosie. I'm rudely cutting you off to say no. I'm disagreeing in a rude manner to let you know, Rosie, that ain't the same. We talking. I want to go to a high school basketball game. I want to be seen. I want to look at some cheerleaders. I want
No,
people to check me
you
as I
can
walk in.
you can go to the local games from the organizations they have outside the school, but the schools don't have. There's no school rivalry.
No,
There's no
Rosie. Respectfully, no, Rosie. If I take my Ford Fiesta 5 speed to a local event, a club, some rich dude, some hair is gonna show up with his Dama and his Lamborghini Countach and park next to me. Like at my high school, I got a booming system in my Ford Fiesta. I'm getting at least 2 or 3 looks. At the
Okay,
soccer
okay, okay, okay.
club,
So let
I
me
ain't get no
stop you
look.
right there.
Okay.
You don't get your license till you're 18. It costs $2,000 to $3,000 to get your license. So majority of students do not have a license. We take a bus or we walk to school till we graduate.
Did not know that. Okay,
Yeah.
see, this is why we doing this, Rosie. That's why we doing this. That is crazy. I did not know that. That wow. A bus when you like 17, 18. Unless you live in New York, like if I'm from New York, okay, got. I live my life. I know public transportation, but all right, Rosie, I'm about to leave Germany. I think. Tell me, what is your favorite city in all of Deutschland?
Oof. I don't even know. Oh,
Oh,
maybe Wiesbaden. I love Wiesbaden. I was stationed there for 3 years.
oh, you got to go back.
Yeah,
This
twice.
time you had money and a driver's license.
Exactly. So yeah, Wiesbaden is beautiful. It's a beautiful city. But Heidelberg, so you know Heidelberg. I grew up around there. Between
Oh,
Mannheim and Heidelberg. That's why it's funny when you said that.
yeah,
And
I lived in Schwetzingen. I was right down the road from that Schloss. The Schloss had a they had gardens
yep.
which were in a maze. Let me help the listeners out. Sorry about that. I was trying to impress Rosie. So Schloss is a castle, and I probably am butchering the pronunciation, but she got me. She didn't correct me there. And yeah, in the gardens they had a maze, and then like there was a couple places off to the side where you could look down into the maze. That way, from a higher vantage point, you could take in the scenery of how beautifully manicured they are. Rosie, I remember I was there once. I looked down at this dude. He was lost in the maze. He looked one way, you could tell he started walking another way, and this dude just sat down, crisscross applesauce, and it looked like he was just waiting for the next person to come by to help him out.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yo, I love man, I loved Germany. Okay, Rosie, I normally get to this a little bit later, but I'm gonna hit you now with it. I'm gonna hit you now with it. And I'm not even getting to the points I want, but yo, we gonna have her back, listeners. We gotta have her back. Rosie, help me understand this little thing here. Now that you've lived there and here,
Hmm.
where do you want to retire at?
So I always said I was gonna go back, but my kids are here, and
And oh, I mean, oh, you're a loving mother. Sorry about that. I was like, dang, you done had them, gave them life. What else you gotta give them? But all right,
we'll see. Maybe once they all graduated and I'll go back for a little bit, especially because my parents are still there. They're getting older. Maybe take care of them. But at the same time, I'm like, I might consider Florida, but they're going a little buck wild over there. So
yes, ma'am.
I do really like this area, DC area, because it's easy to travel to Germany or Europe, whatever. And they have lots of stuff to do here all the time. You have sporting events all
Yeah,
the time. I love
yeah.
sports. So
It is. You guys have a couple of you got Dulles and you got Ronald Reagan. Is that the other one?
yeah. And you got BWI and they have hop
Oh,
for
yeah.
military from there.
So your last mission, how long did it take you to get to Europe on your last mission?
8 hours.
Ah, got her. Got her. Y'all saw that? Y'all saw that? I got her. So 8 hours. You
For my
uh-huh.
you talking about that? Oh my God. You
Uh-huh.
so
We
annoying.
got you. We got you.
I went home on vacation to see my family.
No, I clearly said mission, and you gobble it up because you went back
Look,
into affirmative. Yes, my last mission was at 800 hours, and it took me.
that's military talk. We've been in the military too long.
All right, okay, I'll let you get away with that, but we ain't striking that from the record. I done messed it up for you. See, Rosie, you got to keep a better friend. Dare I say, I'm a friend. I'm your downfall. You about to get kicked off the Delta Force, Strike
I
Force, whatever.
see. I'm trying to get my TS and you over here. Ex-
Ruining it. Well, Rosie, here's what could happen then. It looks like, once you get kicked off of the 007 squad, you got to go back to Germany. Just take me with you. Give me an old Beamer and give me a cafe so I could sit out in my retirement eating a croissant.
Oh yeah.
Go
Oh my
get
god.
lost on some Schloss grounds
Yeah.
and get me a
Get,
schnauzer.
get you a Belgian waffle too. They're the best.
Wait, but it's Belgium and it ain't German.
Yeah, but
You'll
I
allow
lived
it?
in the Netherlands for 2 years, so
Ooh.
that part was like,
Yeah, I was going. Do no. I won't. Nope. I'm a. Nope. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it classy. That's part two. We coming back to that one. That's part two. Okay, so Rosie, let's get to the rumors.
oh,
Is it true you had a soldier who was pregnant
mm-hmm.
and really wanted to have her husband there for their first born? And it seemed like that husband, who was overseas not doing a 007 mission, uh, wasn't going to get.
So he says.
You got to watch these people. On Gavarit, Druzia Yizik. I said, does he speak another language? Because if he did, that would be a good little sign.
Yeah.
I speak a little Russian though. So um, let's just say that he wanted to leave, and everybody was telling him, "Nah, you ain't gonna go." So then he has to tail between his legs, tell his lady, "Hey, girl, you don't look like I'm gonna make it. There's some other people around me. Somehow they getting to come back. One of them outranks me and looks like he knows that he's gonna get to come back. And everybody's telling me we ain't got
No.
nothing for you. You'll be all
Yes.
right. Maybe y'all have another one down the road." Tell me, when you got wind of that, maybe she was crying in your office, maybe she just let it slip, maybe she was strong. What steps did you take? Because I'm gonna come back in with my version, but like, what was going through your mind there?
Well, she wasn't upset. She was pretty strong about it. Very, very sweet soldier.
Yeah,
And I just felt bad, even though, she wanted to seem like, I got it. It's okay.
yeah,
It's your first child. You don't want to go through this by yourself.
yes,
So
yes.
I was like, there's got to be a way to get him home.
Wait. You was only a captain. That's an O3. That means there's only three ranks from the bottom. You started from the bottom and you was there. What you trying to put your neck out? That seemed like
It
a
don't,
strong.
it don't matter. We got to take care of people, right?
Nah, you trying to win a spade's hand with like a jack.
Yeah, but it worked.
All right, it did work. Spoiler alert. But there's some. Let's go back to how you turned out to be the baddest captain. So now we see that you got bravado, and you wrote a sternly worded email. And
Yes.
in that email, you might have said your feelings. And in your feelings, you might have said, I'm pretty sure you guys can figure it out to get that dude back over here. That email apparently ended up on someone who outranked a captain,
Mm-hmm.
a an O5, that'd be a lieutenant colonel or light colonel, for those who
Yep.
don't know, and then a full bird colonel's desk. They went to that soldier in a very, very disrespectful way,
Oh God.
mad. They don't let this young captain get them all worked up. It's like, this captain calling us out, saying that we're we don't know what we're doing over here. And the soldier had to say, I don't know what you're talking about. I feel like you're reading into it a little too much. She's just saying that she knows you could pull something off.
Yeah.
I think you're reading into it. But they was in their feelings. They
They-
felt a certain type of way that you put your finger in their chest. How you do that, girl?
Look, you gotta try, right? If you don't try, you never know the outcome. So
Respect.
I I think we always try to just say, oh, that's just how it's always been, or
Yeah.
yeah, that's just not gonna work. Is it really not gonna work, or you don't want to even try?
Ooh,
So I just asked, what are the options of and what are the chances, and what will it affect if he leaves?
ooh,
You
ooh.
know,
Yeah, because the Army song is the Army goes rolling along. This person did not have the rank. They was not a captain. They certainly wasn't lieutenant colonel or full bird. So you trying to tell me that? In other words, you might have even insinuated, "Come on, bruh, he ain't that important to the mission." You be
so no, I didn't want to say all that, but I mean, it was towards the end, and it wasn't like, okay, the army, the way the army is, things are always going to continue regardless.
yes,
Stuff is going to come up. So
yes,
you tell me that he cannot come home, which to me, that's an important event.
yes,
The child of the birth, first, especially either any child of the birth, which child birth is important. But the
yes,
first one, and your wife is, all alone, scared.
yes.
I mean, you got to be able to do something. We got to be able to take care of each other.
So this is episode 23. Jordan used to say, "You miss 100% of the shots you don't take." And Captain America, you took your shot. You shot your shot. You said, "Yeah, I'm going for it." You put a scope on and took your shot with the
Yeah.
red dot.
Without telling my boss.
So you didn't tell your boss?
I mean, I told him what was going on, but I didn't tell him what I was doing.
Oh, all right. So long story short, she did get promoted after that. So I don't think she ruined her career. So I don't know what you believe in, but a higher powers that's got to come back to you in some karmic way. Um, Long story short, the young man was able to get back, make it to that birth. So respect, mama. That is amazing. But Captain America, I just gotta know, when you look back on it, would you do it again? Because
I would.
I know you took some heat, got
I
some
would.
attention.
I would 100% do it again.
It's okay, Rosie. You done did it once. It's if you want to say now, no, I wouldn't do it again. But it doesn't take off what you did. Let me ask you again. You sure?
I'm 100% sure. Do you know why?
Why?
I still do stuff like that. That people will look at me like, probably don't shouldn't do that. It might affect your career.
Wait, wait, wait. Why? How you? But you do know, like, as far as I know, you ain't a general. Like you ain't that big of a dog. You
Yeah,
you're
but
like a miniature schnauzer, right?
look, if what are they gonna say? They can say no.
Yes.
Doesn't change anything,
Yeah.
or they can think about, what I said, and maybe help a person out.
So in the case of this lieutenant colonel and colonel who was in their feelings and felt like you was kind of making them look bad, would, would you say that was your intent?
That was not my intent. My intent was to get the soldier home. That was the only thing I had an interest. And maybe that's my problem sometimes. I don't think about maybe hurting other people's feelings, or maybe I'm too honest. That's what I am. I'm too
Hey,
honest.
my
And
dad always said, if you sugarcoat, sometimes things get lost in translation.
exactly. So, and trust me, I can tell you many, many stories where people will probably like, maybe you shouldn't have said that to that person.
Okay,
So,
so you wrote a sternly worded email. Uh,
yes.
is your middle name Karen? Because it sounds like you got Karen type skills. You said Rosie. I see the Falaise. You got German. What? How is it? What's the equivalent of Karen over in Germany? Is it Rosie? Is it Karen?
Renate.
Wait, do you have a
No,
middle name?
Heidi. Heidi.
Heidi is like the. Oh, I knew a Heidi too. Lived across the street. Yo, she was. We called her Oma Heidi. That's
Yeah.
grandma for those who don't know. She was legit. So she was a German lady. She married an American soldier who came over. came back to America with him, lived over in like Kansas City or something. Unfortunately, he died
Oh.
before her. So she came back to Germany.
Mm-hmm.
She had a West Highland Terrier. She had that thing on lock. This is how I learned how Germans were so serious about their dogs. So she had a beautiful garden in the back, and she had that dog trained to go out and go in one little section of the garden on like a perfectly placed mat.
Yep.
Nowhere else. I mean, that's
Skills.
and, yeah, yeah. Germans don't mess around with their Honda. Hunda? Hunda.
Hund. Hund.
Hun. Hun.
Hund. One.
Hun.
Hunde. Two.
Oh, yeah. Hund. Hund. Hunda. Okay. All right. So I got a little bit of that. Now I gotta get back to some heavy hitting stuff. I gotta get some heavy hitting stuff. All right. Let's get serious. Let's get serious. Oh, I
Okay.
threw the hand up on the table, leaning into the microphone. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Tell me, what are you listening to right now as you go around the nation's capital area? What music are you bumping right now?
Actually, I listen to a lot of Christian music, believe it or not.
Oh man, now I'm this is that dog pause. I was like, did I say anything sacrilegious so far?
No.
How
No.
many expletives have I dropped on her head already?
No.
Yeesh.
No. I listen, like, especially going to work,
Yeah.
driving from my house to work. The traffic, DC
Mhm.
traffic is horrible, and to keep myself from road raging every 5 seconds, I
Yeah.
try calm listening, calming,
Yeah.
quiet, music, and also prepare myself for work
Yeah.
mentally. So
Wait, wait. You've been stationed deeper in the South.
yes.
What's your read on like Southern gospel music? You said Christian, but some down home. Any of your soldiers, anybody ever invite you to some like Southern Baptist or some Southern gospel? Like,
Oh my God, I do have a story on that.
oh, bring it.
So, I grew up in Germany,
Yes.
came to the States,
Hmm.
and then I joined the army and I got stationed in Texas, Fort Hood, Texas.
Ooh.
And my NCO, actually, he would get in so much trouble nowadays. He really was like trying to get all his soldiers. He's like, come to the church, and he you kind of felt obligated to go. But he was a really nice guy.
Yeah.
Really was just trying to share his faith,
Yes.
and it was a Southern Baptist church.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
We about to get Rosie shouting up in
mind
here.
you, never been to Southern Baptist church. I
Yes.
Growing up, I went to Catholic services. Very,
Very different.
very different. And I grew up, going to the Indian temples or whatever.
Oh,
So I go to the service, and I'm just like, I don't even know what to think. There's people catching the Holy Ghost. That people just screaming, and I'm sitting there, I'm shocked. I was so culture shocked. It was like unbelievable. And then the service just kept going and going, and I'm
yes,
like,
ma'am.
when is this gonna end? It's been 3 hours.
Well, thank you for being on APT time up in that church because you thought it was going to be a 1 hour service. 2 hours later, you still got
Yeah.
an hour to go.
And I didn't know what it meant to catch the Holy Spirit, and I thought this lady was having a stroke, or I don't know.
Oh,
It's like, is somebody gonna
yes.
call 911 or
Yeah.
what? What
No,
are
they
we
won't.
doing? People
No,
just
'cause
put their hands on her, and I'm like, she needs medical service.
why didn't you jump in? I know they taught you some combat lifesaver stuff.
I just didn't know. I was like, I don't know what's going on. And then
Yes.
I
Yes.
learned, like, I wish somebody would have given me a warning.
Yeah, you're right about that, which doesn't happen.
No.
That doesn't we got to do better, listeners. You got to do better. Look,
And
you got that one friend, and they ain't never been, and you taking them, help them out because
yeah,
you about to put them in shock.
but this is how mean I was. my sister and a friend of hers came to visit. So I was
Yeah.
like, okay, you guys get to experience what I experienced. You know, they came from
What?
Germany.
You said you took them.
I took them, no warning.
Yo. Okay. Now she was looking down her nose already at some American type stuff. What was like the quick reaction of your sister? I mean, pretty similar to yours, or
Yeah. And they're like, what are they doing?
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. And I
Wow.
think we left early because they just were like, we're done.
They won't go do the three.
No.
You missed it. Hey, that means y'all also missed maybe the second or third collection plate. Y'all missed that though. Y'all missed that.
Yeah, probably. So,
There might have been a meal at the end. With some illegal contents that you can't get in Germany. You know, there was Deacon Harris on the side said, "Hey girl, I heard you from Germany. I got I got them yams over here. I know y'all can't get it like that over there. I got them yams over here after service."
yeah. Yeah. So it was interesting for sure. So,
Okay, coming to America, seeing that we celebrated Thanksgiving. What was your read on that? Because I'm sure y'all ain't got nothing like that over there, right?
no, we don't.
Okay.
And I really like, I don't understand some of the history on it. So when I first came, I was just like, I'm just gonna do what everybody does. So
Yes,
we
ma'am.
celebrated. But then you get older and you start reading the history. And I'm just like, why are we celebrating this again?
Thank you. Yeah. Now, your first answer was the answer we all got. We don't know what we're doing with it. First of all, we're supposed to be saying Native Americans.
Right.
You got on. I think you said Indian, and
I'm
that's legit.
Indian.
Yes, that's
And
what you said. That's what you said. That's an Indian. That's literally who Christopher Columbus was supposedly looking for. And then yes, to the other point, Rosie, you can't find something that's already been found. I
yeah,
mean, there's people already living there. You can't say I found that. You
exactly.
can't do that. And then
Yeah.
yeah, the pilgrims they came here, and uh we do know that the Native Americans helped them out a lot, and
And then
bad
they
enough
killed him.
running wild with rampant disease that they brought from Europe that the Native Americans hadn't had yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah, it's horrible. But underneath all of that, we're giving thanks for whatever we have in our life. And I will get behind that to push for
Yes.
someone who may not understand it. I try not to go. I have a lot of international friends. I don't even get into the history. I just say, no, no, literally, what does the word say? We giving thanks. It's Thanksgiving
Hmm.
for what we got because we know it can
So
be worse.
that's how we celebrate at my house now too. It's just we're thankful for everything we have, for what we
No doubt.
cook, we sit together. It's the company of being with each other, having the family.
Wait, hold on now. Hold on now. Something just. Wait a minute. How many kids you got, Rosie?
4.
Now, when it is time for Thanksgiving to roll around and your mama from Germany, do we have to eat with mom or can we go over to Miss Jenkins' house? Because mama, she trying to give us some old German Thanksgiving with without banned chemicals and preservatives and fillers. Like when did you try to, or at this point, have you Americanized what you, as we say, your spread? Have you Americanized what you be putting on that table?
I have, yeah, I have, and I enjoy some of it, not
There you
all.
go.
But
Appreciate
I didn't grow up on German food. I grew up on Indian food,
you. Oh,
strict vegetarian.
yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
so this is how you have to see though my history, right?
Yes.
I grew up between Heidelberg and Mannheim in a really small town in
Yes.
Germany. I, you know, we were the only brown family.
Whoa.
Yeah, we were Indian. My mom wore sometimes the Indian traditional clothing and stuff.
Oh, so she
I
definitely,
if
yeah.
we stood out.
That's a lot of colors for the Germans.
So people always say, "Oh, you're German." I never felt like I'm German
Yeah.
because when you were growing up in Germany, in a small town, being the only brown person there,
Yes.
you were not German. You were the
You were
brown kid.
You was an Auslander?
Yeah, you were the Indian. You're Indian.
Yes.
You're always Indian. But then you go to India and they're like, you're not Indian.
Yeah. Yo, man, people be fickle. I mean, you're right
So
about that.
so
You're
maybe
right about
that's
that.
why I felt more comfortable in the States because you kind of have more diversity.
Yeah.
And I don't know, there was a lot of racism growing up and I never realized till I got older.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Unfortunately.
yeah.
When
And I was
it
bullied in like fifth and sixth grade. I remember that pretty bad by these two guys and they would call me all kinds of names. And I have different features. So
yeah.
which nowadays I feel like, yeah, you wish you had that.
Oh, it's embraced. Yes,
Yeah.
it's embraced. It's
So
embraced.
like,
That's
people made
selfie
fun
worthy.
people made fun of my lips because I had bigger lips. People made
Uh-huh.
fun of my shape because I was never skinny like, German girls
Yeah.
are. So that's the kind of stuff where I'm like, yeah, now you got fillers and a butt lift.
That's exactly. I was well. I won't gonna ask about the butt, but since you brought it up, so that's all you right there. Them lips. That ain't no collagen, no
Oh
Botox on one
no,
of your
I don't do
secret
that.
missions when you were over in
Nothing.
Italy. You slipped into a little Italian salon, got some
No,
work done.
no, I have
Okay,
no work done. I would not do that. That's
just checking.
chemicals. Again, I'm against chemicals, Botox, lip fillers, all that stuff. I wouldn't do it.
Rosie, it ain't cracking. You holding it together nicely though. So well done. Well done. Hey, I
Thank you.
guarantee you the two bully boys, Franz and Johan, I bet hey, just pull up a couple pics. I guarantee you they looking every bit of what some young buck would be like. Because when the young bucks, they ask you like, hey, how do you hey, yeah, you look good for for 35. And you're like, dang, what's 35 supposed to look like? I bet them boys look 35. I bet they look it. That's what they get.
Yeah.
That's that karmic return I keep talking about.
Yes, no, I'm not worried about it. They were so mean, and I mean, one of them he came around,
All
and I
right.
guess
Well,
he
then,
changed. The other one, I don't know what happened to him.
well, we don't care. We don't care. We don't care
We
at
don't
this point.
care.
All right. Okay. So this is the hard part. I gotta cut, but
Okay,
it ain't that hard because I know I gotta bring you back. You know what the bad thing is, Rosie? When I have such a good time like this, if I have a hard time with another guest, they gonna look back at their video and they're gonna look at your video and be like, dang man, he seemed like he was enjoying her a little more than me. What's wrong with me? But hey, that's for them to figure out. I enjoyed you, R to the V, but I still got one or two more things I gotta do on the way out.
okay.
Captain America, what is the most egregious thing a person can do that sets you off?
This honesty.
Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. What if it's a little small, little white lie? Like I didn't want you to know that your shirt
I
was
cannot
not, it was too
stand
wrinkly.
fake people. That
Oh,
to me is like, I don't care if it's a white lie. I don't care. Like, don't
yes,
pretend to be something you're not.
yes.
I
Speak on it.
cannot. And I see that so much at work. I see this so much. And I'm just like, that's how you gotta do it. Actually, a friend of mine told me once, because I was like, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna get promoted to,
Yeah,
it becomes so political the higher you go, right? I'm like, I just cannot be fake. Like, I cannot sit there and kiss somebody's butt. I'm just not that person. But
yes,
to play the game. So my friend, she's like, just try, just do it. That's gonna help you. You get that top block on your eval.
yes.
And I tried, and it was like killing me inside. And it's just like, that's just not me. You know what? And that's when I put a lot of things into faith, and maybe that's why I listen to a lot of Christian music. And
Yeah,
I had a meeting with my senior rater, and he was just like, "What do you think you deserve?" And I told him, "Shut up." I was like, "You give me what you think I deserve. I'm not here to fight. I'm not trying to impress you. I know I work hard. I know I try to take care of my people. And that to me is in everything that matters.
Yeah.
So the rest, God got it. He'll give me what give me what I deserve, what I need, what I'm meant to do.
Yeah.
So I have faith. If I'm meant to get promoted, I will get promoted. I don't care what your eval says. There's a higher power than you. So,
Yes. Keep it real, Rosie. That's what she's saying, y'all. I'm keeping it 100. I got to be authentic. That comes back to you too. People see and they come back to you and they say, you know what? I appreciate you being a breath of fresh air as a real one.
yeah.
That we do like those people.
So
Um,
when I told my boss, when I told my senior rater that, he kind of was like taken back, and he's like, "This is the most honest answer I've ever gotten."
see,
And I
we
go,
like it. We know we like it. Sometimes we don't like it. Like if I say, Rosie, this is a new. I don't know how to say it in German. Pijak is know how I say it. How do I say new jacket blazer in German?
"Yaka, yaka."
Oh, yaka. Okay. So
Yeah.
if it's a new yaka, what you think? And if you say, man, it's a little snug or it's ill fitted, I don't want to hear that, but I need you to tell me that so I don't go out and end up a meme. You know
Exactly.
what I mean? Like
Do you
you
want? You
might have
would rather
saved me.
people to talking behind your back and be like, "Oh, look at that! I can see
Nah,
that roll on his back."
nah, help me out.
Yeah.
Hold on. It was a hypothetical, Rosie. I didn't say it was tight, and I got rolls showing out as I'm looking down
I'm
for
not.
those who are on
I'm
YouTube.
just. I'm just going with your scenario. I'm not saying this to you.
Okay, let's get off the scenario. Whew. You're keeping it a little too real. You're about to hurt me. Rosie, I said I used to be amazing when I lived in Germany. That's not the now time. Like I used to be Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm I'm like the turtle the turtle now. I
Look, it's okay.
I can't man. What we used to be. All right. I always ask, and I need to know, who is the most interesting person in your life, and what will you do to help me get them on this podcast?
Oof. In my life, the most interesting person. I have a lot of people that are interesting, but
Oh, then that means you can't make a wrong answer, but I'm going to need you to tell me somebody, and then you have to tell me what were you going to do to help me get them on the podcast.
I mean, I can just ask people, and I'm sure they're willing to share their
Of
stories.
course, you're Captain America, and you probably have a truth serum already set up. Hey, do you have your cyanide thing in right now, or you took it out already tonight?
It's still there, of course.
Listener, see, we gotta get Rosie. You may not be a good spy. Okay?
No,
I know I'm good, but I might not be that good because I done tricked you a couple times here.
true. But I do have a friend who has a very interesting military career.
Oh,
Um, who went through a lot,
uh-huh.
and I love listening to his stories. And I don't know if he would be willing to. It's a lot. It's heavy,
Yeah.
but he likes to talk. He likes to be social. He likes to. He's a very caring person.
Yeah. Hey,
I'm pretty sure
we
he would.
we can shoot that shot.
Yeah.
I'm talking to Captain America. Can't nobody, you and your shield, what's gonna hurt me? I'm gonna get
Yeah.
behind you in the shield though, if that's all right, because you are Captain America. Like I'm paper thin, but you got the shield and everything.
No, you make. I'm not that. Like the people need to know I'm not all that.
Rosie, they heard the story. How many people? How many people shoot up? Nobody, because they scared.
They are
How,
scared.
literally, look, I'm not trying to offend anyone listening, but if your heart pumps Kool-Aid, it's cool. You are in the majority because the minority are people like you, Rosie, who see a situation and they run to it. Man, it sounds like an army commercial. Like you ain't scared. You
Yeah.
ain't. Bone Crusher said he ain't never scared. Rosie Crusher. She said she ain't never scared. I'm down for this. I'm gonna put my dukes up. I'm gonna throw a punch because it might knock somebody out.
Yeah.
And then you heavyweight champion of the world. And you are the heavyweight champion of the world. Captain America, thank you very much.
Thank
This
you.
was awesome.
It was fun.
And you and I both know there is plenty more we ain't even get to yet. So,
We barely scratched the surface.
oh, I know. I know. And I think when the listeners, your circle, my circle hear it, I'm sure I'll get in the comments. When's part 2? We coming back. That's a threat, Rosie. I no, I don't think I do have your phone number. Yeah, that's a threat, Rosie. You haven't heard the last of me.
All right.
But thank you very much,
Thank you
and
so much for
have a
having me.
great rest of the day. And go Deutschland.
Yep. All right. You have a good night.
Thanks. You too.
Bye.